Hey there and welcome. Today we're going to solve systems of equations using elimination. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so this first problem that we have here is negative 2x plus 7y equals 4 and negative 5x minus 9y equals 10. And the way that elimination works is that we have to eliminate one of our variables. It doesn't matter which one you choose. You can get rid of the x or you can get rid of the y. You just have to pick one. If you choose to get rid of the x, you need both of those x values to be the same exact number where one is positive and one is negative. Similarly, if you choose to get rid of the y's, you need to do the same thing. You need to multiply them by something so they're the same number, but one is positive and one is negative. For this example, I'm actually going to eliminate my x values to show you what happens when they're both negative. In reality, getting rid of the y's might be easier because you already have one that's positive and one that's negative. But for this example, I'm going to get rid of x. I see that I have a negative 2x and a negative 5x. Between 2 and 5, I can multiply those together and get 10. So I'm going to multiply the top equation by 5 because 2 times 5 is 10. And then I'm going to multiply the bottom equation by 2. Because 2 times 5 is 10, and that will give me the same number. But remember that both of these x values are both already negative, so one of those problems needs to be negative. And it doesn't matter which one, I'm just going to make the bottom one a negative 2. So when I do this, I'm going to distribute this 5 to the negative 2x, and that gives me negative 10x. I'm going to do 5 times 7y, which is positive 35y. And then 5 times 4, which is 20. So that's what my top equation now becomes. I now need to do the same thing for that bottom equation. So negative 2 times negative 5, which gives me a positive 10x. Negative 2 times negative 9y, which is a positive 18y. And negative 2 times positive 10, which is a negative 20. I'm now going to take these two new equations and I'm going to add them together. So negative 10x and positive 10x is 0. Those eliminates. The whole point of elimination is to get rid of those. 35y plus 18y gives me 53y equals positive 20 minus 20 gives me 0. I divide both sides by 53. And we get that y equals 0. Now I'm going to put my cloud of importance around this because I'm not actually finished with the problem. I've only solved for y and I still need to solve for x. Remember that a solution for a system of equations is an x comma y. It's an ordered pair. It's a spot where those two lines cross. Just giving me one single y value is not telling me where those two lines cross. So now we need to take this and plug it back in. And I have 4 different equations that I can choose. I have the first one, the second one, and then those 2 that we actually had to manipulate and change. Those are the 4 equations that we have that we can plug in to solve for x. And it doesn't matter which one you choose. They will all give you the same one. I'm going to plug it into the first one just because those numbers are a little bit smaller. So that's what I'm going to use. So I'm going to say negative 2x plus 7. Instead of y, I'm going to replace it with what I got for y, which is 0, equals 4. Draw an arrow from that 0 so that we can see where it came from. Well, anything times 0 is 0, so I end up with negative 2x plus 0 equals 4. So negative 2x equals 4. And I end up with x equals negative 2. Again, our answer needs to be written as an ordered pair. Having the cloud of importance around x equals negative 2 and y equals 0 is all great and fantastic, but it's not how we write the final answer. Our final answer is going to be negative 2, comma 0. That's what we put our box around. That is the final answer. So let's go ahead and look at another one. All right, this one we have x minus 2y equals negative 3 and 8x minus 6y equals 16. This time, I can easily see that I have a 1x here and an 8x here. It is going to be easiest to get rid of my x values because I only need to multiply one of my two equations. And I'm going to multiply up that top one by the number that I need to eliminate the bottom number. If my bottom x value is 8, I need to multiply the top by negative 8. So negative 8 times x becomes negative 8x. Negative 8 times negative 2y becomes positive 16y. And negative 8 times negative 3 is 24. Now, I did not do anything to this bottom equation, so I'm just going to rewrite it. 8x minus 6y equals 16. I'm going to add these vertically. So my negative 8x and my positive 8x eliminate. Again, that is the whole point, is that they eliminate. My 16y and my negative 6y give me 10y equals 16 plus 24 is 40. To get y by itself, I'm going to divide both sides by 10. I get y equals 4 in my cloud of importance. Now I need to go back and solve for x. And again, it doesn't matter which equation you choose. You have all of those that you can use. They will all give you the same answer. I'm going to plug it into the top one because I already have a 1x there, so it's one less step I need to do later. So I'm going to say x minus 2 times 4 equals negative 3. Again, we got that 4 from the y value. So I have x minus 8 equals negative 3. I'm going to add 8 to both sides to get x equals 5. And again, my final answer is an ordered pair. X goes first. And so my final answer is going to be 5, 4. So at the point 5, 4, these two lines cross each other. All right, let's look at one more. All right, so here we have 4x plus 8y equals 20 and negative 4x plus 2y equals negative 30. And what's really nice here is that my x values are already the same number with opposite signs. So I have no multiplication that I need to do at all. I am just going to go straight for adding them vertically. Positive 4x, negative 4x gives me 0. They eliminate. 8y and 2y give me 10y equals 20 plus negative 30 is negative 10. Divide both sides by 10. We get that y equals negative 1. Again, we need to solve for x. We can plug into either one of these. It's completely your choice. For sake of showing you that it doesn't matter which one, in the last two examples, I plugged it into the first. I'm going to plug it into the bottom one this time. So this time I'm going to say negative 4x plus 2 times negative 1 equals negative 30. And again, we got that negative 1 from that y value. Negative 4x minus 2 equals negative 30. We are going to add 2 to both sides and divide both sides by negative 4 and get an answer of x equals 7. So this time our ordered pair is going to be 7, negative 1. And now we've taken our three different systems and we have solved for both the x and the y and found the point where they intersect using elimination. Until next time, I will see you later. Love you, bye.